Excellent.
So these are all of the cuttings. It's always a very emotional process to chop up a plant because obviously I won't get to enjoy their long growth, but it feels good to know that somebody else will get to enjoy, many people actually will get to enjoy this plant, and it's something that becomes, I don't know, it like connects us across time and space, which is always cool. She's a bit fluffy. She looks good.
She is very thick.
How long is it supposed to be there? Oh, just gonna eat it. I could probably use another like 5 minutes. You are loud. So as I'm getting ready to depart from my job and just like working in a traditional way, it's been really interesting to see the opportunities that are coming in. And for a long time, I think I used to feel like change was like scary and chaotic, and that it wasn't in support of my dreams and my intentions. But I'm starting to feel the opposite now. I'm starting to see change as being really, really supportive of the direction that I want to go. And yeah, I'm just seeing change as opportunity instead of this scary thing that is like ripping away everything that I hold dear. Like, it's not like that at all. I just had this really great call with a brand. I know, I never imagined I would be like a brand ambassador, and I'm still processing exactly how I want to go about that, especially because land work and decolonization are big focus areas of my next chapter, whatever it is I'm doing. So it's kind of an interesting tension. I feel really good about how I handled that call, and yeah, I see big things for myself in the next few months, and I just want to celebrate myself and my courage and how I've been prioritizing my rest and my peace. So I just had a really honest and vulnerable conversation with one of my coworkers just about my capacity for work, and I shared with them that I'm autistic and I'm approaching burnout just with the way that I've been working. I'm a store manager, and it is full-time, but I was very intentional about creating my schedule when I accepted the position. So even though I'm not working the typical 40-hour weeks, I am working an amount that feels exhausting for me. And yeah, I said I wasn't gonna cry, but I cried, but it's okay. because at the end of the day, I was just honest about, yeah, everything that's going on in my mind and in my body. And I'm really proud of myself for not minimizing what I'm feeling in any way for any reason, and just affirming that it's valid. And because I led with that confidence, yeah, I just received a lot of respect and understanding and compassion. I had a really long day at work, and I just realized that after I've been away from work for 2 days, 3 days, it's really hard on my body to go back into work mode and socialize with people and just be on all the time and try and find design inspiration, try and find new ways to spice up the store. Like, it's just difficult for me to switch between rest and being on. So yeah, I had a really long day. What is a day that I could normally handle, these days feel especially heavy and just exhausting to my body. I came home, I took a really nice long shower, and I'm sitting on my yoga mat. I did some light stretching, and I've got my color wheel. I love this color wheel. It's just so helpful for identifying emotions and being very specific about them. Like today I felt imposter syndrome, and I do feel that sense of insignificance and not feeling good enough. Definitely felt ashamed for not being able to keep up with my coworkers or keep up with the standard that I had set for myself yesterday, the day before that, even though my body's needs should always be what determines my capacity for the day. Like, not this standard that I was able to meet a week ago. So I just had a lot of revelations around work and wondering if it's like normal to feel so emotionally attached to a job, excuse me, and like what constitutes as just a job. I'm someone who gets very emotionally invested in things, and especially places. Like, I associate that with a home. And can jobs be homes? Like, is that something that fits my definition of home? Is it nourishing? Is it a place where I feel, you know, I'm reciprocal, a place where I'm pouring my energy in a reciprocal way? Like, I just really wonder if I've been, you know, perceiving my workplace as more than it actually was. So all afternoon I've been unpotting a bunch of my plants and just determining which ones I will get to take with me, which ones I'm going to sell, which ones I'm going to give away to friends. And it's a very emotional process. Not for anybody. Hey.
It's been a year, Daddy.
Today is the fated plant swap. It's kind of surreal to see all of them in one place and know that they're going to be going to different homes by the end of the day. Very nice, love. We got plants over here, books, clothes. Yeah, everything is free. This is the culmination of all of the infused oils that I've been working on. It's definitely got sweet almond oil, rosehip oil. I think there's some castor oil in here too because of the color. We are moving in just a few days, so I am taking a lot of my plants out of their ceramic and terracotta pots and just putting them into grow pots so it'll be easier to transport. Giving everybody a nice soak before their first and only cross-country road trip. It is Sunday morning and it's the day after our going away party, and yeah, I feel like yesterday was really a breakthrough because being surrounded by people who love me and who love Koi and who love me and Koi together was just such an affirmation of support. Like, being surrounded by blessings and love and nothing but well wishes really alchemized a lot of the anxiety that I've been feeling around this move. And it can be kind of overwhelming to like talk about, you know, how I'm feeling all the time. It's like multiple people in a social situation. But I feel like as I've learned more about my autism and just how my brain is and how my heart is, it's actually much easier for me to be honest these days. Well, Koi did the impossible. It feels really good to just take myself out on walks. I have a lot of anxiety around the fact that I don't drive, and for a long time I believed that, I don't know, that it would seriously like limit my mobility and my just ability to go places on my own. And it feels really good whenever I challenge that and take myself somewhere, strengthening my relationship to myself and yeah, self-trust and all of that. Feels good. It's been maybe a month of just transition and feeling kind of like I'm in between worlds. But I would say this week things are really, really starting to fall into place. Coco and I are sowing some seeds. We've got some egg cartons and just punched little holes in them with the screwdriver. And it's been a very chill and productive day, just working on some garden things. There are so many plants that thrive in San Diego, and every day I just find myself wandering and pointing out plants I know and just being curious about the ones that I don't. It's really a paradise here. Like, everything grows, and I just feel very grateful to, I don't know, hear the earth talking and communicating with me. It feels really good to be home.
Okay, it looks like. You're skipping steps, man.
You talking about me earlier, skipping steps.
I didn't see that one.
Screws are in one of the boxes, which we need to find. We're gonna go get whatever.
This moving process has been so prolonged. I feel like I've been living out of boxes for like a month at this point. But our bed frame comes in tonight, which means we can finally have the bedroom completed. We've got most of the furniture that we've needed already assembled, and yeah, we just kind of staged the house how we want it to look. And it's obviously such a work in progress, but I feel like I feel way more settled now, and I'm just grateful. Very grateful to be done, grateful to have had support every step of the way. And yeah, now we just figure out how we're gonna live in California and how we're gonna fit in after being in such a blessing of a chocolate city in DC. Yeah, the next steps are all about really being honest with ourselves about the kind of people that we want to surround ourselves with, trying new food, trying our hand at, yeah, just things outside of our comfort zone, and knowing that we have people around the world who love us, and yeah, that's something to be grateful for. So that's really it.
Caminando en las calles que